everyone should have their token, except for
Man,
Jess.
we're at the final boss fight already?
Yeah. This is just for the intro. But, yep. Welcome to Amidst the Ancient Trees. This will be a relatively short module of like 2, maybe 3 sessions max. So we're just gonna jump straight into it, and you'll learn about the premise while in character. Does that sound good?
Cool. Am I supposed to see stuff when I click on my thing?
What do you mean? Like your character sheet?
Yeah.
You need to open your campaign.
Yeah, in your top left of your map tools window, just check the campaign option in the menu drop down, and it'll give you all the bits you'll need for your macros. And then once you have that, click on your token and hit F2 to open up the sheet. You get it?
Help.
Top left, file.
Oh wait, this is a fucking Mac.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh, this
There's
is
a little drop down that says window
I mean,
somewhere.
campaign is selected.
That's what you need. That will cover everything.
Yeah, campaign has all your macros. Just make sure to have your token selected.
There we go.
Alright, cool.
Cool. Haha.
Alright, now we're gonna put back the period music. So we're gonna get started with some character intros. Right now, we're gonna put the spotlight on Bart Cinderino first. Right now, so Bart, you're in the speakeasy that you work at, the Old Chowder. It's not your choice of name, but it's the owner's choice, and for now, you're just hired help. You're cleaning a couple glasses before the evening crowd picks up when the door opens and you see a man walk in. You recognize him. It's Eddie. He's a low-ranking member of the Maranzano crime family. And what's more, you recognize his fat, piggish face as one of the men who held you down while your wife was murdered by the mob.
Wow.
He approaches the bar where you're cleaning your glasses. He smirks at you, almost looking as if he recognizes you, but doesn't say much. He sits down and leans in towards you. Hey, you Bart?
You've got a lot of nerve showing your face around here, you know.
Hey, listen, between you and me, I got nothing against you. It was just business, okay? You understand?
Why are you here?
I got a message from my boss. He says he needs you to do him a favor. Eddie takes a piece of paper from his jacket, ignoring your response, and he slides it towards you.
What do you want me to do with this?
On that piece of paper is an address. I need you to drive up to Vermont, and a friend of my boss needs some muscle to go rescue his daughter. He'll handle the payment once you get there.
What can I expect to be paid for this?
Couple grand.
I'm supposed to help you for a couple grand. Look at this shithole I'm in.
Well, there's a lot you can do with a couple grand, Bart. You could decorate your wife's gravestone. You could move it if you wanted to. Maybe leave the city. Who knows?
Son, you'd be lucky if you could leave the store right now.
I wouldn't make idle threats if I was you, Bart.
Give me your fucking paper.
It's there on the table. Just pick it up.
Or takes the paper.
I can take it. Yeah, what he says is accurate. It's a address for some place in Vermont called the Naughty Pine Motel.
Fuck out of my bar.
Oh, not yet, but first I gotta introduce you to someone. You're gonna head up north with them as partners. Why don't you come step outside for a bit with me?
I don't need no fucking partners.
It's part of the job. You might as well get to meet him before you go. Come on,
Alright, you try any funny shit, I'm gonna break your knees.
Hey, no funny shit. I came into this place alone, didn't I?
Bart follows him.
Alright, you follow him out the door, put your glasses down, and outside, we're gonna shift the spotlight over to Lexi. So, right now you're chilling in the car. It's pretty damn cold because heating hasn't been invented in the cars yet. So you're shivering, waiting outside of this nondescript warehouse. Your partner, Eddie, actually disappeared into the warehouse to hand a job off to someone. That's about as much as you know, aside from the fact that you're supposed to be meeting this guy named Bart, and he's a bartender. So as you're sitting in the car, you catch a little bit of movement coming from the warehouse. It's Eddie, and he's being followed by some old dude. They're headed towards your car, and as they approach, Bart, why don't you describe what your character looks like to Lexi?
In character, or it wouldn't really make much sense for.
Yeah, just as third person, because you haven't actually met her yet.
Oh, so like introduce myself.
Yeah, you're introducing what you look like to her first.
For the camera.
Yeah, for the camera, bro.
Sorry, I'm kind of confused.
Just describe
You're
yourself.
just
So I.
appearance, dude. So she
In-
has a mental picture.
But in character.
No, not in character.
Oh, okay. That's what I was a little confused about. I'm like a middle-aged, 40-something-year-old burly man. I look like my token, pretty much. Like you could see that I've been through some shit. I'm not the smartest looking. I'm not the like prettiest looking, but I know my way around a club, and I don't mean the partying kind.
Okay. Eddie knocks on the window of the car and motions for you to roll the window down, Lexi.
I'll roll down.
And as you do, why don't you now describe yourself to Bart? So he also has a mental picture of you.
So Lexi's this, tiny, early 20s-year-old girl. She's kind of small, red hair, a bit of a tomboyish, but like 1920s style, and a little, you're kind of questioning how she got into this gangster world. So, but she's also a little snarky.
Okay.
And I'm assuming Lexi is sitting in the driver's seat, right? Or not?
Were you?
I don't know. Is this my car?
It is your car.
Okay. Guess I'm the driver.
Alright. Now that you've rolled down the window, Eddie leans on the door Hey, Lexi, this is Bart. This is who Carlo wanted to send up north with you to Vermont.
So this Gramps was the person we were waiting for?
Yep. He may not look like much, but he used to be a pretty good hitman back in the day. Ain't that right, Bart?
What's a doll like you? One moment. Well, hello there. What's a doll like you doing with a scumbag like this?
None of your business. I'm sure you have your own reasons being stuck in this job. Alright, are you gonna get a move on today? It's still freezing out here.
Today, well, we can go now, Bart. So you need to know to wait out here in the morning, and you two will drive up to Vermont. But yeah, Lexi, we can go now.
Alright, see ya.
All right. Eddie climbs into the passenger seat. You drive off back to your boss Carlo's joint. Bart, you stop back to your bar, and we go a couple states north to Massachusetts. So, Lexi and Bart, you two were in Manhattan. I think I forgot to mention that, but residences. Anyway, Luke, it's in the evening. You've finished your day at the office. You were working, or you were putting in a little bit more time than usual trying to review the company's stock portfolio. It was looking pretty good today, but something was bothering you a little bit about the gains. You know what I'm saying? You think to yourself, this is way too good to be true. There's no way the firm can keep getting gains forever and ever and ever. As the wind picks up, you pull your cap down a little more, and you walk a little faster, hoping to get home where it's warm. And as you pass by a street light, you see a flyer taped onto it. You inch a little closer to the flyer, and it reads, Devar Investigative Agency Recruiting, seeking driven, intelligent individuals with a no-nonsense attitude. And at the bottom of the flyer, there's a quote in italics, and it says, Leave no stone unturned, Euripides. At the bottom of, below the quote, there's a bunch of strips where the paper's been cut, and on each strip there's an address on them. It looks like no one's bothered to take any of these yet.
The Vault Detective Agency. I think I'll grab one.
Alright, you grab one of the strips of paper, and you check your wristwatch. You've got plenty of time before your usual, or you've got plenty of time before the sun sets, so you decide want to head towards the office and see what's happening. So you set off down the street, and you go to the Devar Investigative Agency, where our star heroine, Elaine, is sitting at her desk, and she's just finished reading The Jungle by Upton Sinclair.
Hey, is this the...
Whoa,
is this the Devar...
Hey, whoa.
Am I not there yet?
Not there yet.
Whoa.
Alright.
But I got a car.
Alright, hold on. We gotta finish introducing Elaine, bro. So you don't usually read realistic fiction, Elaine, but you made an exception because a friend of yours, Elizabeth, recently became vegetarian and cited this book as the reason. So the book sort of covered the meatpacking industry, and you thought it was pretty interesting how it delved into the business and everything, but then you remember there was a case that you were supposed to be preparing for. So you sift through the papers on your desk and you find the piece of paper that says there was a call for detectives to help find a kidnapped girl in Vermont. You're in the business of perusing this flyer when all of a sudden there's a knock on your door.
Yes, come in.
Come in. Or
Can
is
you
it
come in?
not me?
It is you. It is you.
Wait, it's me. This is the Duval Detective Agency.
Oh, hello. How do you do? Yes, it is. Come, please enter.
Okay.
You see in front of you, Elaine is just past her mid-20s now. It's been a couple years. She seems pretty prim and proper, just like any other girl around her age. She has brown hair, little button. One peculiar thing is she does have two colored eyes, one blue, one green, and looks at you with a slight smile as you enter.
Yeah.
Could I help you? Are you perhaps a client or?
Yeah. No, I took a look at this flyer. It's a very good flyer. I'm pretty interested.
Well, that's the first one ever, actually, to actually come back with a flat. Please have a seat.
And she goes full into like, oh shit, we actually have a guest. Like, have him sit down, prepare some tea.
Yeah. As Luke sits down, Elaine gets a better look at who Luke is and what he's wearing. So, Luke.
Luke's wearing a nice little pretty well dressed. What was it? I don't remember what the material was of the suit, but it's a very nice suit. He's wearing a hat that very fits the fashion at the time, so I would consider himself a very fashionable person. But other than that, he seems a very mature individual. He's about I would say he's about 6 feet tall. It's very filled. I don't know. It's I wouldn't even say filled. He's a slim individual, and I just deleted his character.
What?
You're still there.
Yeah, your token's still here. I mean, this is just a placeholder lounge
Yeah,
anyway.
I don't remember if I put his height or his weight anywhere.
Just make it up.
Doesn't
Just
look
make it
like
up,
it's
bro.
on the yeah. But yeah, he's a interesting looking gentleman.
Okay.
Well, aren't you an interesting looking gentleman? Sorry, did I catch your name? I forget. I'm Elaine Devar. Puts her hand up.
Pardon me, Luke Jensen.
A pleasure, Luke. So, you saw my flyer. Does that mean you're interested in the investigations of private matters then?
Yeah, I'm always interested in looking up, private investigating stuff. You need any help with anything, let me know.
I would very much appreciate it, actually. I've been working on my own for some time, and it's not the easiest thing to understand everything going on with just one mind.
I forgot how to do the speech bubble thing.
Control space.
Control space. I got it.
Yeah, but then she turns to you. She puts the jungle book down and crosses over to you, hands you some tea.
Sorry, I was just reading in my off time. I'm actually an author most of the time, but I've taken up this business after interesting run-ins through the years. Tell me, what's interested you in
An author.
this
That's
field?
pretty good.
Oh, thank you.
I'm usually an accountant, but I have a lot of spare time on my hands, so I thought I'd try a hand this in investigating thing.
Oh, well, I know it's sudden, but I actually have a case and some notes here.
And she brings out some of the notes.
There's actually a kidnapping I was going to actually look into a bit in Vermont. I know it's sudden, but would you want to put your first leg out on the job?
Well, I got a car, so yeah, let's do it.
Oh, well, man of initiative. I appreciate that. Here, look at this. Our client is Lucas Strong.
I take a look at the folder.
Yeah, I'm trying to also share it to you, so you should be able to see it now.
Yeah.
Just checking.
Well, if you're really down for that,
Quick question: do I know like the deadline or like timeline for this at all?
ASAP.
Oh shit. Okay.
I was actually, I've been distracted, but it looks like I was distracted well, since you joined me just in the nick time as I was about to set out. And
I look out and see how late it is.
The sun's about to set, so you think really hard about driving during the night and decide against it.
Perhaps, if you're willing, we can meet up tomorrow. Perhaps breakfast and then carry on down to Vermont.
Sorry. Yeah, that sounds good. Let's do that. See you tomorrow then.
Of course, I very much look forward to it, Luke.
Very nice meeting you.
It was my pleasure.
All right. So Luke gets the fuck out of there, goes back home, and hold on, give me a couple minutes or a couple seconds rather to prepare some shit.
Yeah. Good shit, Kevin. And Alex and Jess.
So, did the previous, like, is our backstory the same, but like the previous session happened with?
What do you mean? You mean the previous adventure?
Yeah, did that like happen in this story?
Yeah.
So So Elaine and I know each other.
Oh wait, what?
I don't know.
So your old character's name was Alex, so I thought Lexi was like completely different.
We can treat them as completely different then. It doesn't matter a lot.
No, I mean they could be the same person. Like you might have moved from Boston down to New York to sort of like move up in the underworld or whatever.
Carlos was like, "Hey, you got skill, kid. Come up here to the big yard."
Yeah, Carlo was like a mob boss in New York, and you were looking to, like move up from just being a moonshiner or something. So you like formally joined, or you've become like a mob associate in New York. We'll say that. And you've adopted the name Lexi while you're in New York, but Elaine will recognize you as Alex. We can roll with that.
Oh, by the way, wow, did Bonnie do this art or? Where'd you?
Say again?
Where's this? Where?
Yeah, Bonnie made it. Bonnie made it.
Shit, that's really good. I wasn't sure because you mentioned grabbing art on the internet, so. But
Yeah,
goddamn.
no, she threw it up in a couple hours.
Goddamn.
It's based on the. Have you played Darkest Dungeon?
Yeah, I love that art style.
Yeah, it's based. It's actually the same pose. Also, here, hold on a moment. I'll put it in the chat.
All right. While you do that, can I spoon some food into my mouth?
By all means.
Next day, we move to the next day. You guys have your brekkie. Start driving up. So Lexi and Bart drive up from New York together. Bart piles into Lexi's car. Luke and Elaine drive up from Boston. Luke, do you own the car? Luke?
Yeah. I'm in the car.
You hop in the car, your car. It's a nice car.
My car.
You drive up, and both parties arrive at Bennington, Vermont, which is pretty small, sleepy town on the edge of a forest in the south of the state. Once you get there, you notice that there is a large gathering at the police station at the center of the town. So both parties make their way there, and Lexi and Elaine catch each other's eye.
Well, that was a lovely ride, Mr. Jensen. Alex?
Yo, Elaine. Haven't seen you in a while.
Oh, yes, I believe, didn't you move out of, well, we're not in Boston anymore, it's been a while, yes, of course.
And she rushes up, gives Lexi a hug.
Yeah. So I'm going by Lexi now, but this is Bart. What are you doing here?
Oh, well, it's, pleased to meet you, Bart. Sorry, since, the things that happened to us, I kind of wanted a bit more material for my next book I'm writing, and, well, I decided to look into matters of the strange variety a bit more, and starting there, I made a detective agency. It sounds pretty, weird when I say it out loud, but here I am.
Oh, I'm so happy for you. It's like, sure, things must have been hard after what happened last time. We're actually here looking for a girl for an associate of ours. I don't suppose you're here for the same case?
Really? Oh, quite a coincidence. Yes. Sorry. Let me introduce you. This is Luke Jensen. He is assisting me, and we are also on the case of this missing individual by a. Let me get my notes out here. Lucas Strong is our client. He's looking and wanted us to look into the missing people that were reported here in Vermont.
And as you pause talking, Luke nods to both Lexi and Bart. Pleased to meet you. And he offers you both handshakes.
Shake his hand.
Sorry, I'm looking up slang.
What was the boss's daughter and his daughter's names that we were working for?
So the mob boss that you work for is named Carlos Falcone. He's part of one of the big crime families in New York. But you're here to find Lucas Strong's daughter, Jane.
So is Lucas Carlos's associate?
Lucas is one of Carlos's buddies. Beyond that, you don't know their full relationship.
Coolio.
Well, if I could be so forward, it looks like we could help each other in this. Lexi? Sorry, getting used to it.
Sure. These two, Lane's cool. I've worked with her before. I look towards Bart. Hopefully, it won't be as exciting as last time.
Put my hand out to Bart and says,
Elaine DeVar, a pleasure.
Hello there, doll. And I, gently take her hand with my big, meaty claws.
Oh, sorry, I didn't catch your full name. Bart,
What is my name? Andrino.
Mr. Andrino. Well, if you are trying to help out with these missing people, we're on the same side then.
That's one way to put it.
Okay, yeah. So, we just bring Kevin back up to speed now that he's back. So you've already arrived at Vermont, Luke, and Lexi and Elaine seem to know each other. So you've already been introduced to Lexi and Bart, and now you're all gathered in the police station, waiting for what looks like a big announcement.
Do you two know what all this is about? We just got into town.
All I know is... Hold on. All I know is we're looking for... Wait, why did it come southern? Hold on. All I know is we're looking for a colleague of ours. The accent's coming and going.
A colleague? Is the missing individual was a colleague of yours?
It's one way to put it. I'm just trying to get some clams, okay?
Do I know how old the missing girl is?
It was written that she was 16 on the paper.
Well, how did you know such a young girl then? A colleague, you say? Did you work together?
Listen, hon. Just leave the questions for the people who can tolerate them.
And I'm assuming that's not you.
That you are correct in that one.
A man on the top of the steps of the police station clears his throat. He steps forward, and he looks to be the ranking police officer around these parts. So he steps up to a microphone and a podium, and he begins to speak. Welcome. I'm sure you're all here today because of have a concern for my dear friend Lucas's daughter. Now, let me give the rundown for anyone who might be new to our sleepy little town and not know what's going on. So Lucas here is the head of the Vermont Water Board. Now, he's a very important person, and these thugs decided they would try to blackmail him or extort him for some money. So they kidnapped his daughter. Jane, I've known her since she was born. Wonderful girl. Anyway, this gang, led by a man named Sidney Harris, demanded a ransom of $10,000, and Lucas here is a peaceful man, and he urged me to just hand over the ransom money. So I organized the ransom with some of my finest officers, and we were going to do it last night at the very edge of town. We just handed over the bag of money when Harris and his gang started shooting at us. We took out a couple of them. 2 of my officers got hit, but Harris and one other gang member of his managed to get away with the money and the girl. Now, we don't know where they could be in the forest at this point, but that's where you come in. And the sheriff points at everyone in the crowd. At this point, he steps back from the podium, and Lucas, this guy over here with the nice hat, steps up to the microphone, and he begins to speak now. Good morning, gentlemen, and I see some ladies in the crowd. My name is Lucas Strong. Now, I am gravely concerned for my daughter, Jane. At this point, I don't know what could be happening to her. Those brigands could be doing any matter of unspeakable things. That's why all of you must do your utmost to comb this forest and bring her home safely. Naturally, there will be a large reward of, let me double check this, $1,000 to the group who finds her first. On top of that, I'm going to pay $25 per day to each and every one of you to ensure that you will do your best in order to bring Jane home. Plus, I would consider it a real kindness if anyone brought back Harris's dead body. I will think strongly about adding in an extra reward for the group who does kill that brigand. Man or
So he
woman.
wants to kill him.
What were you gonna say?
Wait, is he just asking public to kill him? Like a manhunt?
Yeah. Is that it? That's your
That
question?
was my question. That was my
Alright.
question.
Good. Alright, he continues. Man or woman, black or white, I don't care. Just bring my little girl home and you'll be paid very handsomely. And at this point, the other investigators, or if you can really call them that, though they just look like groups of hired thugs, applaud for Lucas Strong and the sheriff. And the group begins,
If it looks
or
like they're
the crowd begins to
talking?
disperse. Yeah.
If Elaine like puts her hand up and like calls out almost like press conference style.
Chief, what can you tell us about the other missing people that have gone into the forest?
The sheriff takes the podium again. Well, there have been some reports of hikers and other hunters who have, on occasion, traveled from out of state to our wonderful forest. Um, but even though even though we've searched the forest for them, we haven't been able to find them before. So this has happened about 3 times.
And how long ago did these people go missing?
There was one group who went missing a couple months ago. One group who went missing, or no, a single man who went missing a year ago, and a group of artists who recently came to our town about a week ago, but we haven't heard anything from them since. And I just want to say again that all 3 groups have been out of towners, so none of us were in real contact with them in the first place.
Elaine ponders, just scribbles in her notebook some more, makes eye contact with the other guys when they mention out of towners going missing. Just goes quiet. Like that's all her questions.
All right, if that's all the questions anyone has, we will reconvene at noon and then head out into the forest. So you have a couple hours now to roam the town a bit, see what's up.
Well, it looks like there's more to this case than just a kidnapper. What do you think, Lexi, Bart, Luke?
I think I'm gonna get to bash some heads today, it seems.
Well, if we do find this Harris, it looks like they want him dead or alive. In either case.
It's not much of an O event, sweetheart. But I hope you understand. You might want to look away.
Well, there's no reason to not bring him in if we can.
Yeah, if you don't cooperate, I got a gun. Just for him. Just his name on it.
Well, I do understand it takes some hard physicality sometimes to deal with problems.
And she makes eye contact with Lexi.
Sometimes there are things out there you need to protect yourself from. How do you all wish to proceed? We have a number of hours, perhaps. We could look around, see if anyone knows anything else about the missing people.
Hmm. Sorry.
At the very least, we should get acquainted with each other's skills a bit. Luke, you said you are an accountant, I believe.
Yeah, I work in accounting. I got.
But you are armed as well?
Yeah, in my spare time, I, go to the shooting range. Get some shots out.
Ah, well, good thing then. I'm not very, combat versed, to say the least. I'm more so good at listening and putting things together. What about you, Mr. Andrino?
I got a juice joint down in Manhattan.
Oh,
I have to deal with.
very similar to you then, Lexi.
I shoot and I punch, and sometimes I make a getaway driver.
No, I always like a lady who could shoot and punch things.
eh.
One sec, does
So,
Elaine know about Lexi's like gang affiliation?
I mean, I guess she knew.
What did you? Okay, so back in Boston for the first adventure, right?
Yeah.
I guess you didn't really see any indication.
Yeah, I knew you were bootlegging, but I didn't know about any of the other thing.
You didn't know anything about Lexi's shooty.
I did have a gun that one time.
You did.
You did, but you didn't let anyone know you had it. And you also didn't even bring it on your last return to the manor.
Look, there was an argument, and then we were like,
Okay, I'm
we
sorry.
were like, we don't want to be possessed, and then shooting each other. So it didn't happen. Anyways, yeah.
In either case, perhaps we can grab a bite to eat. I'm sure we just came off a longer drive and then search around, see who might know what.
So we've got a missing girl who was held ransom by someone who's disappeared into unknown, and we got some random missing people with an unknown cause as well, right?
Yes,
Mhm.
that seems to be the case.
Oh,
And as far as we can tell, they're not related.
From what I can tell, they've been, like it said here, Mr. Lucas, Mr. Strong, him and his daughter are from here, but the other missing people were not from this town.
Seems like there's a lot of trouble going on here.
I did also find something. There seems to be a strange mineral deposit associated with the reservoir not too far off. It might be nothing, but I found very little about it besides that it was strange.
Well, I got a car. We could travel. We could drive all the way over there. Check it out.
Well, we could do that. And what time of day is it right now?
it's still morning. You guys drove up pretty early, so you have a couple hours before it's noon when the people are heading into the forest. And you also realize, Luke, that the reservoir is in the forest. No car in there.
Can we walk there?
Yeah.
Or is it okay?
We have to hike through the forest.
Gotta hike through the forest.
Should we talk to people first, or take a look at the reservoir first? Also, I'd like to look at where they did the exchange and the shooting. Maybe we can figure out where Mr. Harris went and is
That
hiding
sounds like
out.
a fine idea. I also wouldn't be adverse to checking out the library, perhaps looking if there's any other missing people reports from more recent times or further back.
And maybe try to figure out what the deal with Lucas Strong is. Like, why is Mr. Harris holding a grudge? Is there a grudge against him for Mr. Harris, or is it just the money?
That'd be a good thing to look into as well. From what I know, he's head of the Vermont Water Board. I'm not sure whether they get good or bad press, though.
Yep, it is the Vermont Water Board.
So if everyone's agreed, we can go check out the scene and maybe do some research after. We go do that. We go check out the scene.
All right, you go check out the scene. So you walk up to one of the beat cops and ask him about where the shootout happened. He leads you to the scene, and what the sheriff said was right. It's pretty much just on the edge of town, basically bordering the forest. And there's like a very abrupt transition to the forest, almost like this town just sprung up and this is very much still pretty much on the wild frontier. So you're at the shootout scene.
Well, do any of you that know firearms better than I, can you tell anything about this from just looking around?
I'll look around.
I,
All right.
Could you
Anyone
give me-
who is trying to use their eyeballs, go ahead and give me spot hidden.
unable to find the token
Unable
on
to find the token on a map police station.
The fuck?
the same.
Do they have permission to their tokens?
Yeah, I guess when I copied the tokens over, the permissions didn't transfer for whatever reason. But you should be able to now.
Yay.
All right, so all the shooting inclined people managed to spot a couple clues. Let's see, let me flip the page. All right, so the scene of the shootout itself is clearing that sort of forms part of a wider area that's sort of been roped off for logging. So you see a bunch of rope, like some lumberjacks' tools and everything scattered around. It's littered with a bunch of used shotgun shells and bullet casings. There's a lot of bullet holes themselves in the trees and stumps, and there are a couple of like large dried bloodstains at opposite sides of this clearing. The police officer with you points out some of them. He points out the ones closer to the town as those where the two police officers got killed, and the ones closer to the trees as where 3 gang members got shot down. It was a hell of a fight, I tell you. They had shotguns, rifles, pistols, the works. I didn't know they could get so many things out here.
So it sounds like they're organized and they have resources. So maybe a rival gang? Someone with. Well, someone either wants the money or has a grudge. Can't think of why they'd kidnap someone otherwise.
Well, Harris is the only one that survived, isn't he?
No, Harris and another guy managed to get away.
Ah, I see.
Hmm.
One thing's for sure. Wait, one sec. One thing's for sure. Something went down here. And wait, it ain't pretty.
Looks like we got our work cut off for us.
Yes, I haven't been in many firefights myself. Hopefully we can sneak up on them before they prepare their rifles or anything.
Okay, if that's all you guys wanted to do at the shootout, let me just say you can go back to town and buy anything you might actually need to go into the forest with. There's also a local library and newspaper office.
Get me in that library, bro.
Alright, head to the library. It's a tiny
I'm sure
building.
there's so much to find out here. Oh, well, small town, small libraries, but there's tons of books, usually.
Go ahead and enter.
Yeah, I'll follow Lexi into the library because I don't feel like I got anything else to do.
You're following Elaine to the library. Is everyone coming to the library as a group?
Bart's not the book type.
I'll try and help out.
I'll wait outside.
Alright. A couple minute break while I feed my cat.
Have fun.
Gee.
I finally thought of a physical description for my character. So the scout from TF2. So imagine, I have this in my head. So imagine him, but well dressed and more like not like a stick, so filled out.
So
That's
the
what
scout
I was
from
going
TF2
for.
in a suit, an average build.
Yeah, average build. That's it. That's what I was going for.
I like it. I see it. Dapper gentleman.
Yeah, he's 33 years old. Tall, dark, and handsome type. Well off. Got that bling bling.
Well, as we make our way towards the library, Elaine will turn to you, Luke, and ask,
Well, Mr. Jensen, are you much of a reader?
Yeah, I read books. Here and there.
Cool.
When I got spare time.
Anything your favorite?
I noticed you read you were reading The Jungle by Upton Sinclair. I saw that. It's a good book. Really
A
shows
friend recommended it to me.
really shows the muck in our society, muck that needs to be cleaned up sometimes.
Yes, well, we're not too far off from what we all are afraid of nowadays. Fascism is capitalism plus murder. Upton Sinclair.
It's a good quote.
I'm learning a bit, and as dirty as society itself may be, I'm sure there's things much scarier lying underneath it.
Alright, children.
Foreshadowing.
Alright, children, we're at the library. So, with 3 people looking, in no time at all, you find an archive of the Bennington Banner, which is the town newspaper. Scanning through old issues, you see that there are tons and tons of articles going back to the Civil War, actually. And they discuss the forest being used as a hideout for pretty much like draft dodgers that didn't want to join the Union Army. You mentioned that lots of them have tried to flee to the Canadian border, and let's see, there are also a couple of articles that describe that Lucas Strong was planning to use the reservoir to develop a new water source for the town. And also, he had plans to export some of this, like mountain forest clean spring water to down to New York City.
So it
As
looks
for-
like Mr. Strong was trying to urbanize things a bit.
And in addition to that, he sent out a couple of surveyors and geologists to check out precious minerals in the reservoir's bed.
Anytime is a little bit early, so was he trying to like cut down the forest or something?
So there's like a big lake deep in the forest that he's planning to develop, and turn into a water source both for the town and also he plans to export some of it to New York.
Well, it appears he was trying to do some good, but maybe Harris and his group didn't like his work with the forest in mind.
Elaine, if you're trying to speak or anything, I think your mic or voice changer is starting to cut out some.
Oh, okay. She just said.
Well, it looks like maybe Harris didn't so much enjoy Mr. Strong's encroachment on the forest and the land at hand. They do say we cast a shadow on something wherever we stand. The room with the view, Ian Forster.
Yeah. Oh, Elaine's cutting off a little again, but
Yeah.
Shall we go?
Skip the voice changer for now, I guess. I think it's just getting in the way of you actually talking.
Yeah, we back, boys.
Just develop your voice acting skills, bro. Stop using a tool.
Test, audibility check.
Yes.
Okay. Well, fuck. Dude, how much did you catch?
I think we got most everything, I think.
Okay.
Just the party end that's cut off.
You got the quote though, right? That's the most important part.
Yeah, the quote we got.
Alright, good
I
shit.
didn't hear the quote. But I figure that you guys are pretty much done scouring the library for anything useful.
Yeah.
So head back out, and Bart standing there.
As we head back out, I just have a bit of the newspaper clipping, like, written out and says, reminds me of old time, doesn't it, Lexi? We looked through quite a few newspaper clippings of the Kobit house.
Alright, you Weisenheimer's done in there.
Yes, Mr. Angrino, it seems Mr. Strong's work has to do with taking the reservoir and making use of the water for both the town here as well as up towards New York.
Up, bro.
Down.
You,
I apologize. My geography is a bit off.
you really educated, bro?
I feign to be.
I don't know if you've had the water down there, but we could use it.
Oh, well, perhaps this might have something to do with it. In either case, unless you all have any other ideas, we can head into the forest.
Is there anything about Mr. Harris and what his deal is? Like, what was he before this kidnapper?
Well, you would have to ask people around here about that.
Alright.
You stop a old lady on the street. She's on her way, or she was carrying a basket of groceries back home, but you just flag her down. Oh, and how might I help you, young lot?
Sorry, there's construction. Ma'am, do you happen to know who Mr. Sidney Harris was before he turned out to be this villain?
Oh, Mr. Harris. I remember when he first moved to the town. Such a young lad. But then he fell in with the wrong crowd and started heading into the woods with a gang of small-time crooks. That's all they are.
I see.
I heard that in the forest, deep where they're supposed to have taken Lucas's daughter, Jane, that there's an old Indian burial ground where they committed human sacrifices.
Listen, lady, we don't have time for your malarkey here. We just need to know about Harris.
Oh, no, please, go on. What was that about Indian Burial Ground?
It's not malarkey, I'll have you know. Anyway, what was I saying? Yes, the burial ground. Anyway, they say that back in the day, when the first white people came here to settle, that the Indians kidnapped them from their town and dragged them back into the forest to be scalped. And they say now, even now, that their skulls adorn the burial mounds of their chieftains.
And I don't suppose you know a bit about the water company here, where is what's occurring with the land they were going to process?
Oh, I don't know anything about that, but Lucas is a fine man, and he has done nothing but good for this town, I'll tell you that. He actually used to be the owner of a logging company, and he helped develop this town from a backwater into the fine example of Vermont civilization you see today.
Huh. Sounds like he's quite popular.
And you look around, and the town is still a shitty frontier town, so.
Nice. Well, thank you. Did any of you have any other questions for this kindly old woman?
You got a great town.
Oh, thank you, dearie. And she reaches up to pinch Luke's cheek.
I guess a letter. You know, old ladies are nice ladies.
Was that all you wanted to ask me?
I think that will be it. Thank you, ma'am.
Oh, you're welcome. And she hobbles on with her groceries.
Well, Mr. Jensen, I do say you have a chance at that one. She seems quite enthralled by you. I walk on.
You know, old ladies are nice ladies, you know?
No, of course. You should have gotten her number or something.
I ain't interested in her like that, you know?
Alright. There's still some time for you guys to put around the town before shit happens.
I mean, we could go talk to Mr. Shaw, maybe, or we could go to the forest to look around.
Elaine has all she needs. In her notebook, she just, circled Indian Burial Ground like 3 times in red marker.
I don't know if have markers been invented yet? Probably.
Fucking pen, red pen. Okay.
But we can go into the forest then.
Yeah, let's do some hiking.
We would want to get a leg up on everyone else.
Okay, are you implying that you want to head into the forest before the other people go in?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's get a leg up. We gotta fucking beat them. We gotta fucking make a name for the Devar Detective Agency.
Alright. So you guys have got everything you think you need.
I don't like the way that was asked.
Yeah, we got everything we need. I'm sure we'll be fine.
They're trying to spook us. It's fine.
Alright, so you guys make your way to the scene of the shootout again. Since you figure that's as good a place as any to start. And thanks to the bloodstains left near the trees, you find easily enough signs of some people who have run into the forest. So start trekking northeast let me change the music bot shit.
I do say that is some ominous music.
What music? You can hear music?
Oh, I'm sorry, I was just remembering a tune that I always think of when I read.
Okay, so as you guys set off from the edge of the woods, let me get some motherfucking tracking rolls from everyone.
Tracking. Oh shit.
Wizard.
Well, if you see the north the moss on this side of this rock means that way is north. Oh, high five.
Wait, isn't this like tracking as in track and field? I thought it was tracking.
No, tracking as in
Like to
you're
find something.
you're like studying tracks left by your prey, bro.
I see.
No good hoodlums.
That was not what I thought of when I was looking at this skill. I legit thought it was track and field.
What?
Like how fast you can fucking run.
No, dude. I would ask something like your dex or something.
Okay.
All right. So Elaine and Lexi are the only ones with their eyes open, apparently, and they quickly pick up on some broken twigs and trampled grass leading into the forest. It does get the trees do get thicker and thicker as you go, however. And Elaine, if you want to leave your token alone.
You look a bit fidgety.
I apologize. I'm just it's nice to be out and about in the forest. I just been reading.
Saying your first rodeo, is it?
I don't go hiking very often. I more so stick to the cities. Cases, on home turf.
I grew up in Port Clinton. There are a lot of spots where I can, walk around, get my bearings, hike around. I'm used to this kind of stuff. It's very relaxing.
As you banter, you follow the trail first up north, then east, then northeast, south. It seems to wind in all sorts of directions as the bandits try to make their getaway. Um, at this point, you've been into the forest a couple hours and you have seen no sign of other people aside from the trail. Right now, I want each of you to describe what you are wearing.
Well, Elaine is wearing a red coat over a white sweater. Not very fit for hiking at all. She's wearing boots, which, even though are a bit better than just regular shoes, are also, not what she assumed she would be doing, so.
Yeah, I'm wearing regular shoes.
Yeah, Luke's wearing a tweed suit with Oxford shoes on. It's not the best for hiking, I don't think, but I don't think he thought that the trail would be that bad.
We're doing some construction right now. Lexi's always ready to run away from the cops.
Yeah, but what is she wearing?
Black sweater.
Okay. Elaine, what kind of red is this coat you're wearing?
The image. Basically, same as the image.
Okay. Would you say that it's dark?
It's pretty pretty bright, I assume. She's like does stand out quite a bit.
Okay, it's a bright red coat. So as you guys are trekking through the forest, um, you hear the crunching of twigs up ahead as a man and his son reveal themselves to you. Let me. And they both approach you to. They both approach you guys. You can see at a glance that they're dressed in flannel, pretty bright colors actually, and they're carrying rifles.
Oh, good day.
Oh, hello. We haven't seen other people in a while. Uh, I'm Alistair Lawson, and this is my son, George.
Oh, how old are they, by the way? How old is George?
So George looks like he's maybe 12 or so.
Oh, a pleasure. My name's Elaine, and these are, my associates. Mm, like, what's it called? Puts a hand up for them to introduce themselves.
The investigators remembered that they were being introduced to these strangers.
I'm Luke Jensen.
The small one here is Lexi, and the quiet one and brooding type in the back, that's Mr. Andrino.
Hmm. Two of them, well, two of them didn't really like to talk, did they? Uh, and Alistair scratches his very prodigious mountain man beard.
Are you two hunting out here?
Well, yes, we're actually from Boston.
Oh,
Uh,
same here. Me and Luke, actually.
oh, really? Okay, that's it's nice. Always nice to see some fellow Bostonians, isn't it?
What a coinkydink.
Yeah, exactly. And as he gets more comfortable with his fellow Bostonians, he lapses back into the city accent. Anyway, so I came here with my son, and my neighbor Brian brought his son. So we was planning to teach him how to hunt. You know what I'm saying? Raise them to be good, strong men when they grow up. Ain't that right, George? And he claps George, who is not looking like he's having the best time.
A manly pastime, I see.
Yeah. We've been out in the sticks for about 3 days now. Though Brian and Arthur went deeper into the forest maybe 2 days ago, and we haven't seen them since. So
Oh,
we were hoping to maybe find them or something, but no such luck so far.
have you reported them as missing individuals yet?
No, we haven't even been back to the town in 3 days.
Uh, uh, that's a little concerning to say the least. There's been a number of missing individuals cases out in these woods.
Really?
Yes, just recently a kidnapper and a girl has got went missing into these woods. We were actually part of a private investigation to look for them.
As soon as you say kidnapper, Alistair draws his son a little closer to them. And how long ago did this kidnapping happen?
And it was a number of days ago, but I don't remember how many.
Um, you remember that the shootout was literally yesterday.
Well, it was just yesterday, actually.
We haven't seen any, like I said, we haven't seen any other people around here. We've actually been trying to stick to the edge of the forest to bang some deer. Um, George has been a little afraid at night, so I decided it's best to stick to the edge of the woods for now.
Well, perhaps it'd be best, at least until the kidnapper is caught, that you make your way back into town. Perhaps have a nice meal, and we'll make sure the chief, the sheriff, hears about your missing friend as well.
Yeah. Here, hold on. Let me think for a bit. If you do see Brian, he's wearing a big old Texan hat that he brought with him to keep the sun off of his face. Like one of those big cowboy hats, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yes, the gallon ones.
Yeah. And, oh, now that I think about it, we also saw a couple of artists. Um, they were camped pretty deep into the forest. Uh, when I talked to them, they said they were from the University of Boston, and they said that they were, getting some inspiration from the wildlife and landscapes.
I exchanged glances with Luke and the rest of the party. How long ago did you speak to these artists?
Probably when we first came into the forest. That was when uh, we still were sort of hunting together with Brian and Arthur.
Uh, Perhaps could we have a conversation a bit away from George, real quick?
Sure.
Luke, could you let this man know about what the sheriff, told us? Luke?
Yeah.
And,
Sorry, I had to do something real quick. I missed like the part before.
Bart, could you perhaps inform him of what we learned? I don't want to scare the boy. And,
I mean, if you don't want me scaring him.
well,
We gotta
the father should know at least, but perhaps not the boy.
listen, Mister. Just come over here.
All right.
Does he get any closer?
Yeah, he does. He urges George towards the Elaine, who seems nice enough.
I'm just
Elaine is like the
pat
only nice person here,
I'm
so
gonna
he
pat
urges George towards
George's head, get some dirt off of him from hiking.
Anyway, the father, Alistair, approaches Bart, and he approaches you and he folds his arms as he tenses up because he sort of susses out that he's about to hear some bad news.
What exactly?
The artist he talked to also went missing.
Yeah, so you remember that the sheriff mentioned a group of artists came from out of town, and they haven't been found in a while, or they haven't been like in contact for about a week or so. At the
So
town.
listen, I don't know much. All I know is what's been told to us, but there are some people from out of town, and they've been gone like a week, something like that. And
Are you talking about the artists?
you knew them?
Well, like I just told your friend over there, don't know her name, but anyway, I told her that we actually.
I'm the only one that introduced myself properly.
Yeah, you didn't even introduce yourself.
I did.
Oh, you did? Oh, fuck.
He's the only one who did.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, you're right. My fucking pea brain forgot. Anyway, speaking as Alistair again. I told your friend over there, Elaine, that we ran into the artists about 3 days ago, pretty much as soon as we first delved into the forest with my friend Brian. They seemed okay. So,
Word in town is they've been gone a week.
a week? who knows? Maybe they're trying to really get into the woods. I wouldn't know. I've never been an artistic type.
Me neither, man. We're also looking for a girl. And, like, she told you,
Yeah, she
her
told me.
kidnapper.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, we haven't run into any other people out here, and I haven't seen my buddy Brian for about 2 or 3 days now.
This Brian fella. He know how to handle himself.
Yeah, he knows how to handle himself. He's like me. He likes to go out hunting every once in a while. Knows how to shoot a gun.
Listen, man. Animals and people are two completely different things. These guys, they're not the nicest.
Alistair tugs on his mountain man beard as he considers your ominous statement. Uh, he just falls silent. He isn't. You look at him and he isn't sure what to say back to you.
Hey,
Look.
Bond, you don't need to go around scaring everybody.
Look, if we can't get any information out of you, we should be on our way. And you got your kid to look after. You should probably head back to town.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Now that you're telling me that there's this kidnapper out there. Hey, come on, George. Come here.
In the meantime, while I was with George, I'm like bending down, just patting him. Some things tells me you're not the hunting type.
George shakes his head.
Well, there's no need to be ashamed of that. We need never be ashamed of our tears, as Charles Dickens said in Great Expectations. But are you doing all right, George? Your father mentioned you had bad dreams.
Yeah, both me and my dad were having bad dreams.
What kind of dreams, George?
I don't remember.
Well, it looks like
He averts his eyes from you.
Does he look like he's lying, or he just doesn't remember?
Give me. Give me some fucking psychology roll.
Psychology. Bam! Oh my god, on the dot.
He doesn't look like he's lying. He just looks like completely afraid, even bringing up the fact that he had these bad dreams that he doesn't know anything about when he was while he was asleep.
Well, it's all right, George. Now that you're getting out of the woods, I'm sure you can relax. Have some brunch with your dad or something. It'll be nice to get back in town, I'm sure. I pat him on his head, right, and like try and cheer him up a bit, and send him off towards his dad.
Alistair, for his part, overhears what you were asking him and says quietly to you, my son, I don't think he remembered what he was dreaming about, but I kept thinking that I was going to drown in my sleep.
Oh, you had these bad dreams too, I heard. I'm assuming you don't often have these sort of nightmares.
No, never.
Well, hopefully, maybe being a bit too close to nature sometimes gets to you. I'm sure you'll have a much better vacation with your son in town.
Yeah, I think I might try to stick around for a couple days before we head back. Hopefully, you'll bring back my neighbor Brian and his son, and that girl you're looking for too. I hope she's okay.
Yeah, we'll sure to look out for all of them and be back as soon as we can.
All right, come on, George. We'll head back to town now. And they wave bye to you and head off on their merry way. You know, like nothing bad ever happened in this forest.
Yeah. I look at Lexi after they walk off. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, Lexi, but getting more and more of the feeling something strange is afoot in these woods.
Yeah, feels a little not natural, let's say.
I look at Luke and Bart. Do either of you believe in the supernatural?
Can't say that I have. You know, I've read the ghost stories.
I've had some interesting individuals come into my bar, but wait, what's this accent now? Hold on. I've had some interesting individuals come into the bar, but nothing, I don't know, fishy.
Well, as she makes eye contact with Lexi, uh, my last run-in with Lexi here was a bit supernatural to say the least. Since then, I've grown to be a bit of a believer in the strange. I have a feeling, whatever this business is with the Indian burial grounds, the reservoir, the dreams they're having of drowning, it has something to do with the missing people.
You saw how they saw how people died?
Well, Alistair doesn't seem like a scoundrel. He does seem like he and his son has been having bad dreams while they've been in these woods. Something about the reservoir just doesn't seem to add up.
Sounds like it has to do with the waters. I guess maybe see if any of us has dreams nights, but shall we keep on moving forward or shall we go out for now?
Well,
Yeah, let's keep moving forward.
oh, by the way, we didn't bring any camping supplies, right? So how much time is it before sunset?
You look up at the sky, and hold on.
I just realized, shit, this is like maybe multiple days in the woods.
Wait, actually?
Well, they've been in the woods for like multiple days. Alistar and George.
Well, they wanted to be in the woods for multiple days.
They've been in the woods for
I think
multiple
they've been in the woods for
They've
like
been
3
in the
days.
woods continuously.
and they didn't find Brian, right? So that might mean we'll have to search. Like it'll take multiple days of searching.
Which one
Anyway,
is
you
Brian?
look at the. Wait, what? Which one is Brian? Brian is Alistair's neighbor. So
Alright.
Alistair's the dad, George is his son. Brian is his neighbor, also from Boston, and Arthur is Brian's son.
Okay.
Yeah, they're the missing campers. We got missing father and son, missing artists, and now the missing Harris and Jane Strong.
There's a lot of people.
There's a lot of people missing.
There's a lot of people missing. Okay. Yeah, how big is the forest?
Well, you've been walking a couple hours. It's past noon, and you've got some time before sunset. I would say maybe like 4 or 5 hours.
Can we? How long before we should head back from our point of view? If we don't want to spend the night out here.
Should probably start heading back now then if you don't want to sleep in the woods.
Yeah, might need to gather some supplies and maybe a map if they have one.
Yes, this seems like more of an extended search than I realized. We'll have to actually fly up like God wanted to do.
Okay, so are you going deeper into the forest or what?
We're heading back, I believe, and supplying up and probably heading out early tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay,
Because we don't have tents or anything to stay the night.
okay. So you guys head back to town. And let's say that you guys do all of your supply purchasing and shit starting now. So let's see.
They're like a gun store in this town.
Yeah, there is a gun store and a hardware store. Honestly, pretty much anything or anything that's not crazy unusual you can probably find in this town, since it is a frontier town, and it's expected that it'll have supplies for like the hunters to grow out and everything. So you guys can use either the Discord and just basically type up your shopping list, and then we will hand wave the money according to your credit limit or credit rating spending limit. As I flip to a fucking appendix for equipment lists. Okay.
That's what I can think of for like camping supplies wise. Tents,
Okay.
rifles, lanterns.
Yeah, like I don't think we need to go too much details.
Yeah. I mean, I'm also looking for some hunting clothes because the suit's starting to get a little dirty.
Yeah, for people. Maybe like something a little more suited to hiking for everyone else. And maybe we could look up the Indian burial ground, see if there's more information about that too in the library or the newspapers.
Yeah. So we all split up. Like a team goes to buy stuff, and then I'll go to the library if anyone else wants to join me.
I'll join with the library.
I can buy stuff. Well, I would probably need money because I think I'm like one of the poorest of us.
Oh, you can.
If
Yeah.
you open up your character sheet, right, there's a section called inventory, and your spending level is $10. Okay.
Yeah.
I will
I-
give Luke money because we're doing this on parts. So I'll pass it.
Yeah, I mean we can like just aggregate your spending levels.
We'll just pull 'em.
So, Bart, you have $10.
Where was the inventory?
In your character sheet, the inventory is right underneath your characteristics.
Inventory, spells, initiative, input notes. Do you see it?
I see it. Yeah. Okay. Awesome.
Yeah, so if you just tell me your spending level, I'll just put it in the Discord.
$50.
$50.
And Lexi,
What?
your spending level
50.
50. Okay.
While you guys buy things, I've got to walk my dog. So it'll just be a quick. I'm gonna like bring her around the corner just to pee. So I'll be right back.
Can we get a knife too?
Oh, that's a good idea. Until it stabs us because it gets possessed.
Same thing with the guns, which I think do I have one?
Well,
You gave your character one, I remember.
from last time, fucking Ghost could use fucking what's it called, knives, but maybe they can't use guns.
I mean, who knows? These might not be ghosts. They might be like, I don't know, bodies,
Oh, that's
zombies,
true. The zombies.
mermaids.
So Bart and Luke can probably deal with the buying of everything, and
Yeah.
me and Lexi are gonna go to the library.
If it's still open. It's like, what, 2 p.m.? It's probably still open.
We were out there for a couple hours.
Yeah. It was like just past noon, I think, and then we came back. So, I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
Luke, were you the only one buying a change of clothes?
Oh yeah, Elaine, are you gonna?
I'll go get. Actually, no, because I'm not going to get stuff. Elaine just fucking completely forgets to change clothes. I want her to be, the ditzy, like, oh shit, I should dress better for this.
Remind me again how old Elaine is.
She's like 20. Now she'll be like 25 or something if it's been at least a year.
Also, like, how are hunting clothes like in the 1920s?
I mean, honestly, it's more or less just what your dude is wearing in your token. Maybe with like thicker fabric
Okay.
and probably minus the tie.
And minus
Yeah.
the suit, more just like the vest type
Yeah,
of a
more
suit
more like the vest and
and a
like
shirt.
a shirt or something, like a thick jacket, like an actual like a shooting jacket, you know.
And actual like hiking boots.
Yeah. That's probably what I'll end up buying.
Sterling shoes.
Uh, yes, Lexi?
Sure, you don't want at least a change of shoes.
Oh, you're right. It was actually quite uncomfortable. Uh, 1920s had phones, right? I've not remembered that wrong, right? Did they have phones?
What?
They didn't. Oh no, they didn't. Oh
There's
shit.
there's telephones, yeah.
Yeah, if Luke went on to shop by himself, like I'll just try
We've
and.
got a fucking.
I don't suppose you bought a change of shoes when you drove up here.
No, we kind of did this very serendipitously. After we're done with the library, I'll go see if there's any shoes left around. If not, I'll check in the morning. Yeah. So Elaine will buy shoes now that Lexi has reminded her at some point.
Anyways, is the library open right now?
Yes, the library is still open.
Indian burial grounds in Vermont.
Give me library use.
Sad.
All right, Lexi, you're illiterate. Elaine, you
Nothing's changed.
Elaine, you search through the small libraries, dusty tomes, and you find some mentions of like native burial grounds and everything, but there aren't any crazy human sacrifice tales like that old lady was saying.
Hmm. Find anything, Lexi?
Nope. What about you?
Well, it says here they feasted on the blood of children.
How many children went missing again? There's Jane. There.
I'm sorry, I'm joking, Lexi. I honestly didn't find much at all. There were Indian tribes indigenous to this area and whatnot, but it didn't seem they had any customs or whatnot specifically stated.
I don't suppose there's any still living here. Probably wouldn't appreciate us though. Talking.
Well, that is true. Tread softly, because you tread on my dreams. W.B. Yeats from He Wishes for the Clouds of Heaven.
Okay, you fucking nerd.
I made a list, I have to use them. In either case, let's see what the boys are up to. We'll join
All
back
right.
up.
Well, we'll just say that you guys have, with your combined spending limits, spent way under your limit. So let's see.
Oh, just is Wax back yet or no? Just checking.
He's not back yet.
Okay,
So
then can I actually see the
wait
list
for
of
him.
stuff we can buy? Where is that?
Yeah. Let me find a list online. Like I'm still just staring at my rulebook right now.
Okay, yeah. If there isn't an actual list, that's fine. I was just wondering if there was. Test. Good.
Actually, yeah, I guess there is this list. Pretty serviceable.
Oh, I see. Oh shit! I can get actual nice ass clothes.
Dude, in the miscellaneous section, you can buy a false beard for $1.75.
Well, Elaine will definitely pay for
This is
everyone's
about
meals
what I have
because it's
from
cheap as fuck.
that you guys wanted.
Yeah.
Okay, so I say I have a gun and ammo, or should I buy that too?
Didn't you have a gun and ammo when you created
I
Lexi's?
did, but it is not in my inventory, so I wanted to.
Wait, what? Didn't I give you one when I transferred your character over?
Mm,
Do you have anything in your inventory or no?
I got my car.
Let me check the Roll20 shit. Maybe I did miss your inventory.
Might
And I
have.
added
Wait,
the stuff.
there's college tuition under this list.
Going to school.
Mad's fast, Mad's school.
Lexi, I gave you your rifle under your weapons section. I didn't list it in your inventory.
I see. Okay. Weapons. Where's the button?
Oh, also I think we
30
mentioned
lever action carbine.
Were you gonna say something,
Oh,
Elaine, Ash?
Oh, just you can answer her first. The carbine is the right one, right?
Yeah. Since in her Roll20 sheet, she just said rifle, so I'm like, all right, whatever. Give you something random.
okay, so do I just have like the 6 bullets in there, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can add the stuff to my stuff, right?
Yeah.
Also, is there a map of the reservoir?
You mean in the library?
In the library or like anywhere that could be bought?
The tourist station.
There is not.
What about the
Because it is like it's like basically company property that Lucas is trying to develop.
Maybe we can ask Lucas for a map.
You could. It's always a chance to try.
Oh shit! Wait. When Elaine goes out to buy her shoes, she sees something in a window sill. I'm like, oh. And is there? Do I have enough left to buy a hand camera?
Hand camera.
1440.
No.
Okay. What? Oh, I need to save up for one of those. Yeah, and then she'll join everyone else.
I'm back.
Well, we are getting paid if we survive this night, so.
Oh, we'll be.
Are we back in the woods already, or?
No.
You guys are back in town.
Yeah, is there anything you want to buy
Got it.
specifically?
I mean, we're buying camping stuff, so like
Yeah.
a tent, some food, some light source of some kind, probably like a lantern or something. I don't know
Yeah,
what the time
so
period.
we bought 2 tents, food, 4 kerosene lanterns, and then Luke got clothes, I got boots, and he also got like bullet stuff.
Do we have like a machete? Because this is a forest we're going
Oh yeah,
into.
that's a good thing to get. Knife.
And then
I've added camp axe to the list of shit.
yeah, that works.
So once we wrap all this up, you can add them straight to your inventory. Kevin, you should be, or I mean Luke or whatever, you should be able to, in your character sheet, add weapon from catalog.
I did that, I think.
Okay. Nah, not yet. You didn't.
Wait, really?
In your like list of actual attacks, you didn't actually add it yet.
How do I do that?
So open up your sheet, right?
Under your weapons, it says add
Yeah.
weapon from
Oh,
catalog
I
in
did
gray.
that though.
Oh,
So
fuck.
I'm not sure what's going on.
We might not have updated for Zhao yet then.
Should I do that for my... Oh. Did I click on something?
Oh, am I retarded or something? I think this whole time I like had you guys on this map, but I forgot that I set it not visible to players.
Oh.
Oh.
Ah.
Yeah, we were still on the town
We were
hall
stuck at the
map.
police station all this whole time.
Ooh, oh my god, you guys should have said something.
We
I
didn't
just
know your
figured
name.
this was the time. So should I add the small axe to my weapon catalog thing?
Yeah, go ahead.
Do I need to add it to my inventory first, or?
You can add it to your main inventory, yeah, if you want to track it. I don't really care if it's in your main or not.
All right, cool.
Also, the stuff I buy, I walk over to Luke. I'm so glad you came on this investigation, Luke, and give him like all the stuff because he's a man, so he should carry it.
Would it be like what? Knife large, hatchet / sickle,
Set it to like hatchet or something then.
wood axe maybe? Or no, that's like a two-handed thing, right?
Yeah, set it to hatchet.
We got like a different character sheet or something every single time. Alright.
Error X. Oh, because I think
yeah.
we're on a
The
different
token
world,
didn't
a
get
different map
saved,
now.
so
Yeah,
you might want
I
to
got it.
Wait, what?
Because we were editing those tokens because we were on that map the whole time.
Yeah.
Okay, so back
Seems
to
like
police
there's a
station.
All right, I now have a hatchet sickle.
All right, I guess we'll pause. So, Ash, how do I guess, save tokens?
So you can just copy paste them. So box select all 4 from that map, copy them, and move them over here.
Yeah.
I'm camping now.
And delete these tokens.
Oh, fuck.
He's gone.
Okay, lady.
Now we fill out inventories because now it saved the skill stuff as well.
When I try to open my character sheet, I get a Java out of bounds exception.
What the hell?
You have your token selected?
Yeah.
You have permission.
Yeah,
I can
it
move.
does.
Technical difficulties.
Let me copy him again.
Also, is rope expensive? Can we get rope?
Yeah, you can get rope.
I also give Luke the rope.
Same thing pops up.
So what? We can hang ourselves with these?
No, but if we are going into a reservoir, that thing, its reservoir itself might be below, standing ground. Might have to be careful about lowering someone down, or maybe even tying something up in a tree.
I start giving this stuff to Bart because I got a gun, and I'm not gonna be able to carry that while I'm carrying all of this.
You're gonna give it to the old man? I thought you. So
Wait, is Bart old?
look at him. He's literally his bald.
He looks like he can carry this stuff.
I see.
And look, one of us is gonna need to shoot
Well,
stuff.
Yes, but you can still carry a pack on your back, can't you, Mr. Jensen? You are the gentleman, are you not?
You're right. You're right. You're right.
That's funny. Pretty funny. Good shit, Kevin.
Yeah, I don't really know why that shit is happening. I guess for now, Alex, edit your BART token on the police station map, and I'll make a note to copy from there to the next map whenever you transition.
Sure.
Okay, looks like Lexi is AFK, so I'm just gonna fast forward a little bit to nighttime. You guys chill at the motel and then wake up fresh in the morning to carry out your investigation anew.
Alright. Shubat, set off.
Shoot what now?
Butts. You should know Japanese, Kevin.
Luke don't know no Japanese. What the?
Yeah, I'm down just to head back.
Yeah. Guess we'll just fill in Lexi later. I don't want to hold up everyone else, so
It's fine.
you'll just
Back.
come along.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you're back.
Sorry, family kept interrupting
Alright.
stuff.
No worries.
Alright, you guys have got all your
Well.
shit.
Well,
And you guys head back into the forest. You don't see any other. You don't see any of the other investigators around. You assume that they're hard at work in the forest, trying to earn that money. And it takes you some time to find the trail again that Sydney left or Sydney and his buddy left as they made their getaway. And you approach the heart of the forest. But as you do, you notice that there are even less signs or sounds of living things. Like the birds are quiet. There's no insect sounds or anything as you go deeper and deeper in. So now I'm gonna ask for some tracking and spot hidden rolls.
Everyone?
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to open my character sheet.
Can you open the one on the police station map? Or what?
How do I get to the police station map?
top right,
Wait.
select map.
Yeah.
If we use the skills successfully, do we get to improve that every end of day? Or
End of the session, not
end
every
of the
day.
session.
So you said track and spot hidden?
Yeah.
Well, we're seeing things, but we're not great at tracking things so
Luke,
far.
save us.
Oops. Yeah, why am I only rolling to the GM instead of everybody?
Always something set on your character sheet. Set to private mode for some reason.
Weird.
I flipped it back to public, so
Well, you saw the rolls.
yeah, I mean it's not a huge deal, but Luke got a success on spot hidden. So people, what?
Did?
Yeah, you did.
I thought I fumbled.
Oh, never mind. That's Bart. Okay, so Lexi and Bart, because you succeeded at spot hidden, you notice blood spatters across the ground. Let's see, did anyone pass tracking? Doesn't look like
No.
it.
All of our tracking is really low.
We got lucky the first time.
Yeah, so Like I said, Bart and Lexi, you notice blood trail or blood stains across the ground.
You see what I see?
It leads away from the direction you were intending to go.
Everything in my gut tells me we shouldn't follow that, but everything that works in this noggin of you says we probably should.
Well, that is often the case with these dealings. You all ready to risk your life?
Here we go again.
I died when she did.
Hey,
Continue forward.
I got a gun.
Alright, so you guys follow the blood trail. Take some time, and you judge that about 15 to 20 minutes later, you see a hunting knife on the ground.
Don't mind if I do.
Alright, Bart stoops down to pick it up. It's old. The blade hasn't really been cared for, so it's really rusty. And it's covered in blood that's congealed and not quite dry yet.
Hey, that looks like evidence. I don't think you should be touching evidence.
Well, we are the investigators. Who else would touch the evidence?
The police,
Luke.
the authorities. I don't know.
Well, considering we were given the task, we are the authorities in this situation. What did you find, Bart? What can you tell?
Looks like an old knife of sorts. I'm sorry, did you say that there was blood on it? Or that's just like rusty?
There's blood on it, and it's rusty. So this guy was not having a good time.
Is it fresh blood? Or fresh-ish? Like, or is it like blood stains?
It's like dry and sticky, not quite like caked on.
Yeah. Well, let's hope this wasn't used on our lass.
Well, that is a dark thought, but perhaps if we can find the owner of this knife, we can find more missing people in general.
Okay, so you guys want to continue following the blood trail?
Yeah.
That's what I like to hear. Okay, so a little bit away from the knife, you actually find a body propped up against a tree. Bart, you're a tough dude. You've seen some shit. Lexi, Elaine, and Luke. How good would you say your characters are with dead people?
Anatomy, yes. In real life, no.
Yeah, in real life.
In real life, no.
I ain't seen a dead body in my life.
Okay, Lexi, I know it's been some time since the manor job, so I don't know what's changed since then.
Let's just say I'm not, completely used to it, but I probably won't freak out either.
Okay, so I will take that as a hint to make you possibly freak out. You three give me sanity rolls.
Good timing for this music to kick up.
Where's the button again?
But
It should be under intelligence or next to it.
Alright, Luke and Lexi.
No, never mind.
The fuck part? You don't need to care about this shit. You're a tough dude.
that's it. It makes sense.
I don't know how I did that, because all I did was click open character sheet. And what's APP? Appearance?
appearance.
I'm extremely attractive in the face of this corpse.
While we're staring at a dead body, Bart is fucking flexing.
Just give us an old man.
JoJo
one-liner.
pose out here.
It's like the Godbird Manderville. It's like.
How did I do that? I literally. Okay.
Damn, this fucking character sheet shit is still not working on this map.
So weird.
Yeah, I don't know. But you guys are on the new map, right?
We're on the rocks and stuff.
There's like rocks and more rocks. The white stuff.
I moved myself over to Forest 2. I was just sitting at the police station.
Oh.
I should have forced you over now.
Now we're on the river.
I moved myself to it, but yeah. We are looking at a river.
Okay.
This character sheet thing's weird.
Yeah, I don't really know why. Because it was working on the other two maps, or the first two maps. And then some shit just went down.
Also, just so you know, I goofed on the police station sheet. I added a second hatchet, and then I erased the name for it, but it didn't get rid of the blank inventory space that does 1d4 damage.
Maybe
You got a ghost
that's-
hatchet.
Yeah, maybe that's what happened. Okay. So I delete that.
Well, no, that was just recent. It was after the whole Java issue.
Well, I deleted it, and now your character sheet can be opened on this new map.
Oh, okay, cool, sweet, nice.
Nice.
Yeah. In the future, if you just see that and clean it up.
Well,
should
the
be
thing is,
pretty easy.
that issue was after I couldn't open my character sheet.
Yeah, but it probably spread to the other maps because it kept copying that token.
I don't know, strange. But cool, I can open my character sheet.
Yeah. Alright. Oh, you guys see that dude over there? Behind the tree?
Elaine has failed her sanity roll.
Yeah.
She does that.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah, she does. She does. So, Elaine, you lose 1d3 sanity.
Okay.
Yeah, the shitty thing is, I think you gotta edit it yourself.
Is a D3 like a log? Like one of those weird pyramid logs?
No, I would just consider it to be a d6 and then you divide it by 2.
Oh, that makes sense also. Do you know what I'm talking about though? Like it's it kind of looks like a pencil, but like it's a
D3
pyramid.
exist in real life.
I think.
Sort of.
Yeah, just roll like a D6 and divide it by 2 or something.
Okay, this form of Sandy, Elaine's eyes go big. She bulges. She gets super surprised, but she almost very slowly takes her notebook out and just starts drawing.
Oh, whoops, hold on. I think I added a sanity thingy to you.
Oh well. Who do we have here?
What's your
Should be fixed in a
drawing?
moment. So yeah, there's the body. You guys are standing away from it. There's the blood trail. It looks like this is your guy that you were following.
Is the river wide?
No, it's like a little stream.
Yeah, let's cross
like
over
shallow.
and check it out.
All right, go ahead. Oh, Bart and Luke rush over to this dead body.
I was literally doing step by step.
Yeah, I was pressing the arrow keys.
Just zooming over, bro.
Do we recognize this dead guy?
What do you mean? Do you recognize? Have you seen his face before in your life?
Yeah, is this what's his name or his son?
You got a cowboy hat on or something?
There's no cowboy hat around that you can see.
Any documents?
What, you want me to pat him down or something? You're crazy.
I'll fucking pat him down.
All right, Lexi. As you start patting him down for documents, you first notice that he's wearing an overall, and it's got paint stains all across it. His face is kind of torn up, and there's like a knife wound in his side that he tried to bandage on his own, but didn't do a very good job of.
Paint.
Horse
Maybe he's one of
feathers.
those artists.
What'd
If
you
you
all
wanna-
find over there?
I think
Got a
it's one of the
body.
artists.
We got blood everywhere.
Do you see how he died?
It'd be harder to see how he didn't die.
No stab wounds or anything?
Don't believe me, hun. There's a couple.
Wait, actually?
Didn't I just say that there was?
There's a knife wound in his side, and his face has like almost like claw marks across it.
Claw marks.
Doesn't
Well,
look human.
Looks
does
like
it?
there's a bear that we might have to look out for.
I think it's still.
Anyone who wants to can make a medicine or a first aid check to see anything further that might have actually killed him.
Oh, kind of close. Oh,
I know Elaine doesn't want to,
Yeah, I'm not getting
so
closer.
Lexi and Luke, upon further inspection, you decide that the scratches on his face are more or less superficial, but the knife wound is very deep, and it's about the same width or so as the hunting knife that Bart had
Yeah,
picked up.
I was actually going to suggest poking it into him.
Oh, you're still carrying that shit?
Am I not?
I mean, are you or not?
Uh,
It's not a question of me to decide.
I-
It's Bart's
I thought
decision.
I thought I brought it with me.
It's not. It's not. Do you think you bring it with you? It's
Yeah.
did you bring it with you or not? Okay, so you
Yeah.
bring it with you. While Luke and Lexi are doing their thing, you did you poke him? Did you poke him with it?
Yeah, I try to line it up with the wound and see if it fits.
Yeah, you line up the knife with the wound and you put it.
Hey, what you doing? He's already dead, bro.
Listen, do we want to know if we've got a murder weapon, or do we want to know if we've got a random knife?
Well, it already looks like he's dead, bro. He's got
Look-
claw marks on his face. He's got a knife in it. What kind of bear?
I continue to
What kind of
just
bear has a knife?
I see if the knife fits. Do I have to do a roll for that, or
The knife fits.
the knife fits?
That
Well,
bear could still be around. I gotta, check out the place.
I don't know if. Wait,
Drop
accent.
my
Hold
bag
on.
on the floor and start looking around, seeing if there's any tracks or anything.
Okay, give me that tracking roll then.
Ain't got no tracks.
Well, you tramp around, but you're so caught up in LARPing as a bona fide hunter that you don't actually end up looking for much.
Can I spot hidden on him to see if? Actually, no. We already know he's a painter or an artist. Could I spot hidden for track? Like, what is the difference between track and spot hidden?
So spot hidden is more like, I guess, noticing little details as opposed to making an active effort to,
Like follow something?
like follow something. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna just assume that you want to do some tracking, like maybe find where this dude.
Yeah, it's just my tracking is very low. I mean, I'll do it anyway.
Alright, you rub your brain cells together and you figure out that this dead guy must have come from where the blood trail came from. So you could literally just follow the trail back.
Ah,
So you got stabbed over there and wandered over here.
Well, we came out here, found the body. Maybe we should go the other way from where the blood started. Maybe that's where the killer went.
sounds like a plan. Elaine, you doing okay?
Yes, just fine. And she's like drawing this fucking monstrous-looking claw. That's like, as her sanity went away, just like the features she makes look even more weird and outlandish. And she's trying to think of anything in like Native American lore that might be associated with like large
Oh, we're about to
claws.
fight a fucking Wendigo.
Yeah, basically, I'm trying to think of like,
We're about to fight a
does
fucking
this
Wendigo.
feel like a
Yeah.
Wendigo?
I mean, I probably wouldn't know it as in character, but yeah.
Oh yeah, Bart doesn't know what's going on. Bart's just ready for some mobsters, but
Also, that guy doesn't look like he got eaten, so it might not be a Wendigo.
that's true.
Mm.
So should we go back to the blood trail, start of the blood trail, and go the opposite direction? Or like the other pathy area?
Guess so.
Kami-sama, does Elaine put anything together from like claws and Indian like, folklore? Native American.
How about some occult, bro? Or history or whatever.
Let's get it.
Cult.
Cool.
Close.
That was really close.
God damn.
Yeah, your first intuition is of Wendigos or Wendigos or whatever. Especially since it's, you're on the East Coast where the tales of the Wendigo sort of like arose among the native tribes. But then again, those are just tales. But then again, you don't know if they're real or not because you were in that manner with a fucking undead sorcerer looking ass.
Yeah. Well, I agree with Bart's point. We should perhaps go back to the beginning of this trail, unless you all see anything else nearby.
Would it be track or spot hidden for if we see anything else nearby?
Spot hidden.
Alright. Do we see anything else nearby?
No.
Alright.
Alright, so you guys go back along the blood trail where the dead dude came. As you do, it starts to get dark and it's hard to find the trail.
Well, I don't know about the rest of you, but I don't see very well in the dark. The prescription for these don't work that way.
How long do lanterns last? I mean, we'll break one out because it's getting dark, but...
Should we probably rest for the night? Or
Oh,
should
yeah,
we...
that's the other question.
Do we want to keep watches up? Someone did get stabbed here in the forest.
That is true. Perhaps we can do a rotating watch. Here, why don't we set out our tents? Luke? Turn around. Luke!
What do you want?
Why are you still by the dead body?
I was looking for tracks.
Oh, did you find any?
No,
Alright.
I'm on my way.
Well, thank you for joining us. It's getting dark, so we were thinking about setting up our tents and all.
Sounds good. You want me to set them up all by myself?
Well, since you insisted, I won't stop you.
Okay. So you guys set up camp. You find a clearing that's not very far from the blood trail that you intended to follow. You leave a couple of markers to be able to find your way back. You break some twigs and stack some stones in like a pretty conspicuous pattern that you guys can notice, and you set up in a clearing. And it gets to be nighttime. So what's the watch order?
Also, even though Elaine teases Luke, she will help by like setting out the rations and food stuff.
Bart can take. Well, how long are we like resting till sunrise or?
Yeah, so we'll just basically divvy it up into an 8-hour sleep. So each person takes 2 hours.
Bart can get the like one of the middle 2 hours, like the dangerous part of the night.
Okay, so you're saying around midnight or something?
Yeah, I don't know what time it's supposed to be.
I don't know. It's not like hard and fast or anything.
Elaine will take
Okay.
the first watch.
Okay.
I can take last watch, I guess.
Okay. All right. So you guys all bed in for the night, chilling in your relatively comfy tents. Not really. Campfires roaring. Elaine, first watch.
During her first watch, she cracks open a book after they've all gone to sleep. Not her red notebook, but another one, and starts like going over notes of what she copied from that book that she remembered she found in that basement that one time. And you see the notes, and she starts muttering to herself, right? Putting together the pieces, and there's some. If you're all awake, you could almost hear an incantation of sorts, but then she closes it. Well, that's enough reading for the night, and looks around.
It doesn't look like your companions woke up.
Alrighty. Is it second watch time?
Yep, second watch time.
Alright. Do I have to spot hidden or anything? Or
It's
Mr. Agrino, and I'll wake him up.
It's my discretion whether you spot hidden or not.
okay. So I'm just sitting, chilling, got my gun on my lap and my cudgel in like a little, like kind of like a belt loop. I take a little locket out of my pocket. I don't know why.
You're just laughing at
Very-
the
I'm just amused by locket out of pocket.
Nice.
I'm sorry.
In your while everyone else is sleeping, Bart's laughter makes its way into your dreams.
Well, no, Bart's not laughing. God, no. His wife is dead. Okay. This is the voice of God.
He's laughing in the middle.
It's I rhymed out of like I love random rhyming for some reason, but no, he takes the pendant from his pocket, and he's got a picture, an old timey picture. Well, this is modern timey, I guess. He has a tiny picture of him and his wife, and he just kind of stares at it stoically. Definitely hurting on the inside, but stoically.
Okay.
And I guess that's it.
Your watch segment passes without anything interesting happening.
Cool.
Luke, you wake up, or you're woken up by Bart.
You're up, kid.
I got a gun.
Hold on. Everyone give me a power roll right now.
Power?
Power. Oh, what's a man gotta do for all that power?
Luke, let me actually Luke and Bart. Give me a moment. So I'm giving you 2 handouts right now. You can read them, but don't do anything.
Sure. Will it pop up on my screen or?
Yeah, it will pop up on your screen. You two should see your handouts now.
Yep. Do I do anything about this or not yet?
Well,
Alright.
I need to keep track of some shit. Okay, wait, hold on. I'm just, I think I lost track of which ones I sent to who. So you two DM me on Discord which one I sent you.
Sure.
Because I closed the window, it's not telling me anything now. Okay.
It is sent.
Sent you the wrong one, Bart.
Oh, okay. Should I just close it?
Yeah, just close it for now. I'll send you this one.
Whoa,
it.
it's
You
a
should see
dream
a different one.
sequence.
Yeah, so Bart, you should have gotten a different one now, right? Am I right?
Yes, it is different.
Okay, just send me the name so I can double check. Okay, Luke, as Bart wakes you up, you see a vivid dream of exactly what I showed you. Go ahead and read it out loud.
Damn, the whole thing?
Yeah.
Dream call. A path through the forest. The forest extends all around you. The path cuts and snakes its way between the trees, carpeted by freshly fallen yellowed leaves that have begun to dry and wither as if a sickness infests them. You're walking slowly down the path in silence. Nothing moves but you. There is no wind. There is no sound. You feel something calling you from further down the path, just out of sight. There's a clearing up ahead. Yellow light reflects off something. Could it be water? There's a snap of a twig behind you, and as you turn to look, a sharp pain sinks into your chest as something plunges into you. You wake up with a gasp and a splutter. Make a sand roll.
Thanks, Obama.
Thanks, Obama.
Make a sand roll.
As you wake up, your heart thumping because of the imagery, and you involuntarily put a hand to your chest and your back. But
Yeah,
remind yourself, it's just a dream.
I ain't no bear.
Should I have
Yeah.
done mine retroactively or?
No. You're going to sleep now.
All right.
Luke is taking over watch. So you've begun to drift off to sleep, and now you're falling, or now you're beginning to picture the dream that you've just been given. So now it's your turn to give us a good old reading of your dream.
Got it. Should I do it? I'll do it in character. Uh, wait, just give me a moment to get into the.
Take your time.
It was like I was on the shore of some lake. There was black water, and the moon was the light of the moon. There was this glow through the trees. It's yellow. Alright, I'm out of character. You could feel their presence behind you, blocking your retreat. You've stood there for hours, and now you know the time is finally at hand. Strange light pulses from beneath the water.
Jesus Christ, I made some fucking typos.
I know what you're saying. Tendrils rise slowly from the surface, writhing and twisting in the cold night air. At their ends, lids open and blink, revealing inhuman eyes that look into your soul. An array of metallic spikes begin to thrust upwards as something huge rises to greet the night. Like polished metal, it glistens in the moonlight. The spines writhe and flex. You feel a sickening stab as something plunges into your chest. You wake, screaming. Make a sand roll.
No sooner than have you fallen asleep than it feels like you instantly get up and scream in the night. And Luke sort of just looks over at you.
Does their screaming like wake us up?
Yes. So one after the other. First, Luke wakes up, and now Bart wakes up screaming.
Cool.
Okay, Bart, you get to lose 1d6 sanity. Oh no, not 1d6, 1d3.
1d3. Fuck.
What's going on? As I hear Bart scream. Is everything all right?
It was a dream.
And
It's fine, Les. It's fine.
Might be relevant since things seem to happen with dreams in this forest.
yes, Alistair and George mentioned dreams as well. What was your dream, Mr. Angrino?
Do I have to read it again?
Well, no, you can just say you
Bart explains his dream again. Well, not again, you know.
Huh. These things that were blocking your way, did they feel like spirits, or?
Les, dude, I don't know.
Did anyone else have any dreams?
Why'd I call you Les? Turning into Lawrence's character.
Looks at Lexi. Anyone else?
No
I
dreams
ain't
for
no
me.
bear.
What?
I ain't no bear.
Well, yes, of course, you're a man, Mr. Jensen.
Should I close my dream, by the way?
Yeah, if you can.
Does everyone else have any premonitions or visions or dreams?
I got a dream.
Oh?
I got stabbed by something.
Stabbed, like how Mr. Ingrino explained, through the chest.
Yeah, felt weird. But I ain't no bear though.
I don't understand, but was it similar to the wounds you saw on that man?
I think so.
I just fear this may be less a dream and more a omen of what to come.
It's okay though. I got a gun.
Listen, lady, if somebody tries to stab me...
Hold on. Everyone's awake. Give me a listen roll.
Oof.
We all
Luke,
Oh, Luke heard something.
Luke,
He's the loudest of us all, so...
you hear the sharp report of rifle fire far away.
How the fuck did we not hear that?
Far away.
Very far away.
My ears are trained for this shit.
Trained for what?
Gunfire. I heard some gunfire.
I didn't hear. Are you? Oh, fully awake, Luke.
Do I know where it came from in the direction?
You have a general sense of where it came from. Yeah.
Seemed pretty far away, but I think we can make it there if we walk. Something's up.
All right. We should definitely.
All right, I'll
check it
begin.
out.
I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna begin walking towards the direction to go.
Before you do so, is everyone trying to go towards the gunfire?
Sure. If Luke's going, we're not gonna let some guy wander into the night.
Okay, then I will also ask for Constitution rolls.
Okay.
You need to make a hard success.
Oh fuck.
That is the opposite.
Do I roll 2?
Yeah. Okay. Everyone starts walking after Luke.
I'll hold the lantern so they all can have their guns or whatnot out.
Yeah, you're okay. So Elaine holds the lantern to more or less lead the way, sort of next to Luke, or rather, Luke is like leading in the direction of the sound he heard. Elaine's right behind him with the lantern. But as the posse, or as you guys go on, the exhaustion of the day begins to take over, and pretty soon, everyone except for Elaine is dragging their feet.
Everyone all right?
Well, we didn't really sleep much, did we, ma'am? Doll, that's the one.
Luke, how much further is it?
I'm not too sure.
Luke, you're tired as fuck. Everyone is tired as fuck, except for Elaine, who got
Elaine don't
excited.
need no sleep.
I stay up many nights reading and whatnot. Well, if you're all not feeling up to it, we can remember where it came from and check it out tomorrow. Would that be agreeable with everyone?
Hey,
Maybe the
someone
doll's
could be
got a point.
murdered out there right now.
How far have we walked so far, by the way, Zao?
You have barely traveled for more than 10 minutes.
Damn. Well, yes, but what are you going... You're right. You're right.
I think we should keep going.
The doll has a point. We're not here for artists. We're here for the
The girl.
I feel like if I mispronounce the word I was about to say, it might be a slur, so I'm gonna not say it. I think it's Moll, M-O-L-L. It's supposed to be like mobster's girl, but I'm gonna just stay away from it. Girl. We're just here for the girl.
Well, I do agree if there's someone hurt, we should try and help them, though. I didn't hear the gunfire himself, so I wasn't sure, but if Luke seems adamant that he heard something...
I ain't letting anyone else die on my watch.
A question to God. What happens if we continue to trek on?
Who knows?
Okay. Yeah, let's go for it. Screw it. We can take some more sanity rolls, right?
Alright, give me another set of Constitution rolls.
Oh, shit.
Everyone except Elaine, that is.
Oh, okay.
Ah!
Except we only got regular successes.
Yeah, I know.
Didn't we need? Yeah.
Luke, you're the one in the front. You're starting to try to blink your eyes really hard to stay awake and everything, and you trip on a large trunk. You send yourself flying. Elaine is startled. Bart and Lexi bump up behind her.
Oh,
and
horse feathers.
She drops and breaks the kerosene lantern.
Oh no!
Luke, you feel your revolver fly out from your pocket holster, and it's lost in the darkness.
Good shot.
Fuck.
Luke, get rid of your revolver.
Ugh.
I can't very much see much. Luke, are you all right?
Well, that's one lantern done. Did the lantern like ignite when it shattered, or?
Nothing like that.
Oh, okay. It just broke.
Yeah,
Are you hurt?
it's a kerosene lantern, and it broke. There's like a tiny little flame. No, you're not about to start a forest fire or anything.
All right.
You hurt?
We blow it out anyway because only you can prevent forest fires.
I think I'm okay. I think I dropped something. I don't know what I dropped.
Well, it's all right. In either case, you all seem way too tired to keep going. We can't trust ourselves to help anyone in this state of mind.
Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right.
I'm sure, we haven't found anything yet, so either it's much, much further off, or you might have just been a leftover of your dream. Either case, we'll check it out tomorrow.
Okay. The moon there's like a tiny bit of moonlight, and through sheer luck, you manage to stumble back onto your camp because the campfire is still going. What?
Before we do, are we able to do like a spot hidden to try to find his gun?
I mean, if you want to look for it, sure, go ahead. You don't find it.
Oh fuck.
Alright, you make it back to your camp. Thanks, because you all got up in a hurry and left the campfire going. And good thing you found your way back, because if you didn't, you'd be sleeping pretty much in the dirt.
Nice.
So you settle in. Luke takes his assigned watch like he was supposed to. Once that finishes, Lexi takes the last watch, and you all wake up, have your fucking breakfast of dry ass bread and meat, and ready yourselves for the new day.
Oh. Well, bumpy night, but with the sun out, I'm sure we can do better now than we did.
Man, I lost my gun. I ain't got no gun.
What? You lost your gun, but that's
It was a
your whole
family
identity.
heirloom. I got that from my father.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Jensen, but at least you have your rifle still, correct?
I could get like 10 of these. I can't get back my revolver.
Well, perhaps if we can retrace our steps, you might see it now that there's light out. Is everyone else up to walk again? Not too tired, I hope?
I think so.
Yep.
I feel like that's up to the Lord above to decide.
Alright, you guys are good. So you pack up camp. And, well, now it's the morning. And, let's see, Luke. Let me see. Give me an intelligence roll.
Intelligence roll. Okay. I'm dumb.
You completely forgot what direction the rifle sound or the gunfire was
Hey, bro.
from last night.
I lost my gun.
Are
I'm in
we-
shock right now.
Are we able to make rolls to see if we remember what direction we were going?
No.
Alright.
Luke, is this... I don't recognize that rock over there. Are we going the right way?
I don't know. I lost my gun. I'm in shock right now.
Okay. Anyway, so Luke doesn't remember how to or what direction the gunfire was in, but you guys still have your markers that you plan to use to follow the dead dude's blood trail.
Well, looks like we'll have to return to Plan A then. And we will follow the blood trail.
Or are we going the opposite way of the blood trail, since the blood trail
Well, yeah,
just leads to the dude?
we'll follow the blood trail the other way.
Yeah.
Alright, day 3. Do-do-do-do.
Mm-mm.
Let's see. Yeah, so after several hours of following the blood trail, you are going to find.
Damn.
Hey, stop moving your fucking
Oh,
token.
sorry. I was gonna say, damn, this man blood a lot. We are on the map.
Find the fucking camp.
What the fuck happened here?
We found a camp.
Well, hello, is anyone there? Are you hurt?
No sound.
Uh,
No animal sounds. No birds. Nothing. The air is deathly silent. As you approach the campsite, you notice that the tents are in shambles. I didn't draw them in shambles because they would just look like green piles of shit. So I decided to draw them as tents. The campfire has long been out. You see a couple of easels, painting supplies, and everything just littering the campsite. And there are a couple of finished canvases also strewn around.
Is it blood or paint? Look at me.
Luke squats down, takes a look at what he's standing on. It's dried blood.
well, this was definitely our artist's camp. We'll start looking around at the painting, see what they were painting, if there was anything like events or specifically there.
Okay,
Take a look at this tent. This tent.
alright. We'll talk about the paintings first. Elaine. This painting that Elaine is standing next to is of a deer looking through the trees in a deserted wood. The trees are all dead. The sky is almost a very pale, lifeless blue, and something about the sun strikes you as sort of distant and uncaring. The deer itself has its eyes locked directly on you, and it seems as if it's watching you no matter what angle you view the painting from.
Well, I've never heard of green deer as well as... Huh. It is a very good rendition though, considering there's only a few pixels that the artist had to use. Well, creepy. Ah, Lexi, you should take a look at this.
Looking.
Yep, that's a creepy ass deer, bro.
Yep.
Luke pokes around in that tent. There were a couple of sleeping bags and a stove in the back. The stove is long since cold, bro.
No bodies.
No bodies.
Any blood in here?
There are a couple of blood stains in the tent, but no bodies.
Whoever. One moment. Whoever or whatever is killed. Fucking. I honestly forgot how I started. Whoever or whatever is killing these artists doesn't seem to like to leave them where they are.
You find anything in that tent, Mr. Ingrino?
Did I find anything in this tent, God?
You find a couple more sleeping bags, more or less the same scene. A couple blood stains, but no sign of whoever has, or no remains of anyone who might have been camping here.
Got it. So no girl.
No people either. And is it just a bunch of other paintings on the floor here?
Yeah, you can also investigate the other paintings there. Also, anyone who's not staring at the paintings and who still wants to look around the campsite, you can do so.
Well, presumably see some blood, right?
Should I just do like a spot hidden roll, or?
Yeah, if you want to continue searching for other shit, give me a spot hidden. Alright, Bart walks away from the camps and he finds behind the rock to the west a discarded rifle and a cowboy hat.
The cowboy hat was the what's his face?
Brian's.
The guy with the kid.
Yeah.
Got it.
Next to these discarded possessions, you see marks almost as if something was being dragged north.
Got it. Well, nobody's using this anymore. I take the gun.
Okay, you
And,
take the gun.
and the hat.
Okay, you take the hat. Let's see, Bart, you can go ahead and add. Actually, no, I'll add some shit.
Sure. Should I close my character sheet? Doesn't matter that I have it open.
Doesn't matter.
It might matter, so I'll close it just in case.
Alright, you've got a new rifle slung over your back
And the cowboy hat.
and the cowboy
Did you
hat.
come back with the cowboy hat or with it on?
Yeah,
Are you wearing the cowboy hat or not?
I am wearing the cowboy hat.
You're wearing the cowboy hat.
Right. I think Lexi was looking at this painting.
Alright, Lexi looks at this painting.
Yeah.
You see on the painting an old log cabin. The time of day is pretty much just after or just before sunset, so it's as if the cabin was being lightly framed by the setting sun. The door is open and some light comes out, and you see an outline of a figure standing in the doorway. There are no eyes that you can discern from the figure, but all the same, you feel as if you're being watched by it.
Flip the painting over.
Yeah, okay, you flip it over. No one's watching you now.
That's freaky.
There's two more paintings.
Yeah, let's go poke at him.
Well, as we walk over here and this guy comes back, where'd you get that hat, Mr. Ingrino?
Just behind that rock over there with this gun too. And
The
looks like somebody was dragged up north.
the missing hunter, the father, he was, I believe that must be his hat, correct?
Well, he's not using it anymore.
Well, yes, but did you find a body or?
Oh no, just some drag marks instead of things. Is drag marks a thing? I don't know what the word would be.
Drag marks.
Yeah.
Well,
Oddly enough, the rulebook explicitly states drag marks, so
Okay.
but
I found drag marks.
but we should investigate what could have happened to his son. There could be a child that got dragged away.
It's possible, but I got a nice new hat.
It looks at this old man. that just like got a new hat and not worried at all about the father and son that are missing.
We'll go investigate. It's just, I've got my job.
Hey, that's a nice hat.
See, he agrees.
Wait,
Mr.
where'd you get that
Jensen.
hat? Where'd you
It
get
was
that?
behind the rock.
Hey, that's evidence, bro.
You gonna take it from me?
Alright.
Yo, I tried to swipe the hat from his head.
Okay. Bart, are you doing anything about it?
I like step back, holding the hat. Like,
Okay. We'll just have a simple opposed dex roll between you two.
alright.
Bart deftly steps back, avoiding Luke's sloppy little swipe. Luke falls down.
Kid, I'll
Oof.
break your kneecaps if you try to touch me again.
Yo, old man, we can't be playing with evidence like that.
I'm
As you
ignoring him as we try to. I say,
as you scold Bart, the painting right in front of you catches your eye. It's of a path through some trees, and the path itself is covered in dead yellow leaves, just like your dream.
Hey, this looks just like my dream.
You'll lose one sanity.
So your dreams, these artists must have been having the same dreams. And then, just like your dream, one of them was cut through the chest. She has a very like sympathetic face towards Luke, as if she's like foreseeing his death. My condolences, Mr. Jensen.
What's this brought on about?
Alright, are you guys leaving?
I think Lexi was.
we should follow the.
Okay, so Lexi was looking at this last painting. Alright. So this is painted from the perspective of someone standing on the shore of a lake. It's at the middle of the night, and there's a full moon out that's casting. It's casting almost like a ethereal halo around this massive figure rising out of the lake.
Does Lexi recognize that as my dream?
Yeah. You come over to see the painting, Bart?
No. I'm ready to go. I'm like waiting toward the rocks, toward the path. Unless if she tries to, I mean, she could start to say something.
Yeah, I pick up this the painting looks like my dream and take a closer look.
Okay, you look at it. Are you trying to see anything specific, or are you just trying to...
I'm trying to figure out why it looks like my dream so much.
You stare at the painting for a while, and it just looks exactly like what was in your mind that night. You can't really fathom why these artists had the same image as you.
Hey, do you think we should pick up these paintings for evidence? You know, bring it back to the town?
Weren't
Get 'em.
you the one saying we shouldn't touch the evidence ourselves?
Hey, evidence is evidence. We gotta bring this, you know, to the authorities.
Well, that might be the case, but I think what's more prudent is to look for the people themselves. And it looks like there are drag marks going north here. Someone might still be alive, Luke.
All right, let's go. Drops the paint.
Stop. Alright. Guys, follow the drag marks up north. Do.
Good arc, by the way, though.
Thanks,
Hell yeah.
bitch.
Man, I really lost sanity by just looking at a painting.
Hey man, it was like
I mean-
exactly what you thought,
Yeah,
exactly
it's
what
kind
you dreamt.
It's kind of freaky. Like I have this one. This is okay. So getting into real life here. This is the strangest thing. But do any of you like have this weird reoccurring, not even a nightmare, but like very cerebral dream that every time you have it, you wake up and puke?
No.
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 That's
Interesting.
a
Because-
pretty visceral reaction.
Literally I very vividly remember the stream. It hasn't happened in a while, but when I was younger, it had to do like that's the thing. I don't know anything about it. It was kind of like Tron, like the cars with the lights at the end of them. Optimus Prime, a rubber ducky, and a banana peel. That is all I remember about the dream. But all I know is whenever I'd have it as a kid, I'd go to the bathroom and puke.
Okay.
I don't remember my
Back to
dream.
the forest.
That's a fucked up childhood.
Like it happened multiple times.
Back to the forest. You guys are following the drag mark. And let me once again copy those tokens over.
Are we taking the paintings with us?
I don't think so.
We could just leave the paintings here.
There's a lot of fucking shit to carry.
That's true.
I'm sure they won't, just up and walk away.
Okay. So you don't take them. So you're heading north. And it's a couple of hours before you see anything interesting. In that time, the sun passes its position or its highest point in the sky, and it's getting to be the late afternoon before you come across sort of trail. It's not quite paved or anything like that, but it's more like the dirt has been worn down and packed repeatedly over the years. And this trail sort of spans from the northwest to the east. As you come across the trail through the trees, you hear the rumbling of a truck.
I thought you said you couldn't drive through the forest.
Well, there's a path.
That was only the shut up Luke.
Nice.
I really love that I can mouse over the truck and it says truck. I honestly forget. Is James Stanton who that?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, we don't know them.
We don't know him.
Okay. I couldn't remember if it was a name that we've seen or if it was the schmuck that came into my
Drag
bar.
marks, by the way, like where do they go?
They go to the road. And he's this dude driving. Doesn't look like he's gonna stop just because you call out his name.
Can we see if there's anything
Or-
in the truck?
You can't really see what's in the truck bed from where you went.
There's a person. Sir, hello?
Is he like driving currently? Like, do we have a chance to stop him?
Driving slowly.
How slowly? Like, can we catch up to him or?
Flag him down.
Sir? I, like, put my hand out.
Can I roll intimidate?
What are you gonna do? You can't just say
Just,
roll
like-
intimidate. You gotta
Like, can I
do
like
something.
shout
Take
like,
out his gun and
hey?
blast the truck.
or no? It's not even a pump shotgun, so that wouldn't.
You shoot at a random truck.
Not shoot, but just like chick, you know? That's a pretty like distinct sound.
Yeah, that's gonna make it drive
Oh.
away faster.
That's
That's
violent.
true.
Brandish your gun at him.
Can I say, hey, stop? Like, I don't know.
Hey, sir! I'm literally just calling out like a normal person.
Alright, okay, first, pause. Okay, Alex. When you're role playing as your character, right? You don't have to be like, can I say hey? Or
Yeah.
can I brandish my gun? If you want to do it, then you just think, am I gonna have Bart brandish his gun at this dude? Does it fit
Right.
in? And then if you're in your head, you're like, yeah, that's a Bart Enderino thing to do. Then you just
How
say,
fast
brandish
is he
my
going?
gun.
About?
You can
Like,
like
how?
jog and catch up to him.
All right. How big is this truck?
It's a truck.
Can he could, but he could see if I'm.
It's like, just think of like a pickup.
All right, so he could see me.
Yeah, you can see you.
All right.
Alright, so Bart runs onto the middle of the road. The truck slows to a halt. And the driver sort of stares at you.
Hey, driver.
Listen, Mister.
Hey, driver.
Can I ask you a couple questions? Ignore the kid.
What questions do you want to ask?
The usual police business that they ask, like where you're from,
You
what
see
are you
anything
doing
unusual
here?
around these parts?
He doesn't look at Luke, but continues to stare dispassionately at Bart. You don't
Like,
look
if-
like any officer to me. Why should I
Well,
why
I
should I cooperate with you?
don't get ahead of ourselves. I never said I was one of those,
Hey,
but
we're private investigators here. We gotta figure out some killings.
we're
You
looking.
get off the trail.
Listen, sir, we're looking for some people. There's a bounty. Is bounty a thing in the 20? I'm sure it is. We're just looking to make some clams, and there's a missing artist and a girl. Does
Any
the
missing
name-
people in this forest aren't my concern.
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
Any missing people in this forest aren't my concern.
Hey, why isn't it your concern, huh? You know, you're driving around these parts. You know, we should ask you some questions. Why are you driving around these parts if it ain't your concern, huh?
I'm a surveyor working for Mr. Strong.
Is Mr. Strong? Is he the
That's the guy whose daughter was taken.
right? Well, funny you should mention that. We're looking for the daughter too.
I don't think he's here for the daughter.
Surveyor,
Isn't
huh?
everyone?
No,
Well-
the surveyor, because he hired people.
Like, Luke's
Yo,
from
I'm gonna
the
go around the back and check.
Oh, like water.
water company.
Right. Okay.
Can I look over the truck bed?
The driver notices you trying to do something. Don't look where you're not supposed to.
If you ain't got nothing to hide, then don't hide it.
Out of character. We all realize what's going on, right? This is. I'm.
Alright, so Luke, you clamber over the side of the truck and you see a bunch of dynamite crates.
Hey, sir, you said you're a surveyor, right? Why you surveyors got dynamite?
To remove any rock deposits that might be in the reservoir foundation.
So that's a funny accent you got there. Where'd you say you were from?
It's none of your business.
No, I don't think you understood the question, sir. Because that's not what I asked. See,
Is there anything more than dynamite on
I
there?
asked where you were from.
No, there's nothing. There's nothing aside from dynamite in there. The driver just looks at you, Bart, and then back ahead down the road. Are you still standing in front of the truck?
Like I'm.
You're like by his window, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so he puts a bit of gas into the engine and starts driving off.
How fast is he driving off?
A little faster than before. You gotta jog pretty. You gotta basically run to keep up.
I'm an old ass man. I'm not about to run after this dude.
Yeah, that's fine. I think we got all we need from this guy. I think we should be going where he left.
Alright, well, he drives off without saying shit.
Well,
And you don't
let's
see him
hope he
anymore.
doesn't see me again.
You guys know where the reservoir is?
Well, we might have had a better idea if you two didn't accost that man.
You know, I think we should follow him. I think, if we follow this trail, we'll, figure out what he's doing.
Oh yeah, so did we follow where he came from or follow where he's going? Probably where he's going.
Yeah, he's taking the dynamite to somewhere, so it's probably
Yeah.
the reservoir in that direction.
I agree with that. Let's go.
Do we see, is the drag marks gone now?
Yeah, the drag marks.
The drag marks have basically been ruined by the tires.
Alright.
You ain't see shit now.
So we could assume he's following the drag marks were following the trail now. Then, as if it's not moving in any other direction.
Well,
I think I get what he's saying.
in either case, this is our only lead at the moment. That dynamite did seem suspicious, and that man didn't seem all up there.
All right,
I'm
let's go.
telling you, if I see him again, I'm hurting him.
He could have been just a surveyor, like you said.
Hey,
Mr.
what kind of surveyor has dynamite? He ain't no surveyor. He sounds suspicious.
Well, he's part of a company. He probably has some projects going on. I'm just not ruling out the possibility he could have been just an innocent man that got stopped by two individuals that just threatened him.
Hey,
That
no
doesn't
innocent
change
man.
anything.
No innocent man has dynamite in the back of his truck. You gotta be something crazy to wear dynamite on the back of your truck.
He could have had puppies in the back of his truck for all I care. You don't disrespect me.
All right, we're going to the reservoir or not?
Let's make our way down.
Alright, so you follow the truck on foot.
Yep, we follow the trail.
Alright. Guys, follow the road for a couple hours. Sun continues to set in the sky. Just before dusk, you guys pass, or you guys catch sight of a ridge. Give me some spot hidden.
Wow.
Oh, jeez.
A lot of fumbles this session.
Okay.
You're so bad at seeing something. that you missed.
See a ridge. Alright. Give me now a luck roll from everyone.
Oh boy.
Two hard successes cancel out a fumble, right? There are a lot of fumbles this session. Wow.
Okay. You guys continue going along the road. As you get closer, let's see, Luke, you finally notice a man with a rifle posted up on the ridge. It doesn't look like he's caught sight of you guys yet somehow. Maybe his field of view is restricted through his scope or anything, but he's there.
Hey, there's a man on the ridge.
Oh?
You shout this.
I mean, did you guys, everyone's like next to me, right? I'm just like saying it's like a casual thing.
Yeah.
There's a man on the ridge.
And he seems armed at that. Does he seem like a guard?
Hey, he's on the ridge. You can't be no guard. How far is the ridge from here? From where we are?
If you wanted to get to him, it would take about half an hour or so of sneaking up the ridge to him.
Half an hour.
Damn, we've got some eyes. Jesus Christ.
Luke has got some eyes.
That's like a mile.
What? No, you're like scrambling up like a path.
Oh,
Just back and forth.
okay, sure.
What's our plan of action? Do we talk to this guy?
Well,
You don't-
yes, I don't see why not. The last man we came across with the gun was kindly enough.
Alright, let's walk up the ridge. We don't need to sneak around, right?
We can just walk up.
Walk up. Let's go. Get on up.
Okay. As you guys walk out in the open towards the ridge, a warning shot flies over your heads.
Put hands up, go up. Is he like close enough to hear us if he shot or no?
No.
Is he close enough to shoot?
Yeah, you fucking
He
shot
just
at
shot
me.
at us.
Horse feathers.
You can shoot at him if you think you can hit him.
Alright, let's fucking do it.
Wait, Elaine
He
goes
shot
up,
at me. He
"What's
shot
going on?"
first.
And you fucking just unload.
Well,
got-
I aim first. I gotta ready my firearm. I don't know how to do
Bruh,
that.
I don't.
I have very bad, like, gun skills.
Look, these seem like guards. Maybe they're guarding their reservoir. If they work for Lucas Strong, we can go ask him for permission to look through his.
Hey, they're
Don't he
hiding
just
something.
fired at us?
They're hiding something. I know it. I'm opening fire. Let's do.
What? Are you trying to kill him? What?
He tried to kill us.
Well, he fired a warning shot. He didn't shoot at us directly.
Hey, all we wanted to do was talk to him, and now he's shooting at us.
There's no such thing as a warning shot, doll. He just missed.
Well, then why isn't he still shooting while we're talking?
Because we're
How
'cause we're
long is
not
our
moving forward.
conversation?
That's the definition of a warning shot.
Yeah.
And while you guys are arguing, we're gonna cut the session right here.
Nice.
Okay.
I didn't even fire my shot yet. I got a gun.
You fucking got it. I fucking love that catchphrase. I got a gun.
You know it's fucking.
I ain't no bear.
Dude, I didn't understand the "I ain't no bear" shit.
Cause I don't know. It's just something in my slash Luke's mind. It's like you saw like claw marks on like the dude that was dead's face, right?
Yeah.
And he also saw that he was being pierced by a knife. So it's like he ain't no bear.
He thought he was a bear.
Oh, the killer ain't no bear. Right? Is that what you're trying to say?
I ain't no bear. I don't know.
It's perfect. It doesn't make sense. That's why it's perfect.
Hey man, this is why I took a sanity loss.
Good
Okay.
shit, guys.
Yeah, good shit, everybody.
Good shit, dog. That was a lot of fun.